Greetings, YouTube. Today is a big update in today's video with the fasting series. So I did not record yesterday's video because of situations in life, a lot going on, and so I wasn't able to get to it. And just wanted to share an update, with the guys. This is a really big one for me because it culminates the experience of the fast for me, and that's yesterday, day 6 of the 14-day fast. I broke the fast. I finished the fast. I broke it with some mango, and then had a nice meditation, went to sleep. And for those who are like, oh no, you didn't do the full 14 days, what happened? Don't worry, I'm going to explain. And this was really meaningful for me because I realized that I was not really approaching the fast. Let me backtrack. So I started this fast for the reason of attaining spiritual clarity on my direction, how I should be moving forward in my life, and really wanting to step into the father figure for my son who will be born in a couple months. So this was really the main intention of the fast and why we were doing it. And the objective was complete on day 4. On day 4, I really felt that, okay, I understand why I'm here. I understand what's my mission. I understand I got the clarity I needed, that I really need to lock in even more with the discipline that, yeah, household rhythm was what was the clarity that came to me. And so when I received the clarity, and I also got guidance in other aspects, and it just, yeah, when you're a spiritual warrior and you receive your marching orders from the creator and from your guru, then the only thing left to do is to act on those marching orders. And so for me, when I had that clarity and I had, okay, this A, B, and C, this is what I need to do. Um, then it became, okay, why am I continuing the fast? And because I expressed in the video in the begin from like, because I expressed in this series from the very beginning that I want to do a 14-day fast. I did say for spiritual purposes. Um, I felt in that words I lost sight of the way spiritual fasts work and how I've always done it, which is I fast until I get my answer. and and however long that takes is however long that takes. So if I did 14 days and no answer, we're still fasting. We're not going to stop. So that's really the space that I normally take it from, and um, that's the part where, excuse me, yeah, that's the part where I kind of, in that sense, slipped up a little bit because I wasn't so much thinking about that in hindsight. Then I realized, like, as I was contemplating, why am I continuing to fast? I was like, I'm not fasting. I'm not doing this fast for health reasons. I don't feel like I am sick in that capacity. I need a cleanse or that regard. And I don't feel bad at all in that way. Did I attain some health benefits from this fast? Absolutely, of course. Um, but again, that wasn't the intention. And was the intention to do a 14-day challenge? No, the intention wasn't to just do 14-day fast for the sake of doing a 14-day fast. And so it was just a beautiful moment of clarity and just a sense of empowerment, really. I don't feel that I've let myself down. I don't feel that, I did not meet what I said I was going to do. No, none of that. In fact, I feel so much clarity. I feel um, so much strength, so much guidance and power in this next phase, in this next chapter of my life, and what God wants for me, wants for this channel, and for everything else. And that's where I want to really share some. The other side of the exciting news is I want to talk a little bit about the direction of this channel, where we're headed, and why. So, um, going forward, I'm going to stop making so much Um, I'm going to stop focusing so much lifestyle content on fasting and stuff like that on my YouTube channel. If you still want more health advice, if you still want to follow my own health journey and how I live on a day-to-day reality as a spiritual warrior, if that resonates with you, then I'll put a link to my IG in the description, because going forward, I'll be posting my health and wellness lifestyle content, how I live as a spiritual warrior in the modern world, on my IG account. Um, and this account, I just want to leave it purely for my mission. And so, I'm a purpose driven individual, and I'm here to bring in a new earth. I'm here to bring in a new civilization of higher age living through conscious, sustainable communities around the world. And what we're interested in doing in that sense is creating a global support network of these communities, because the one thing that I really noticed in today's world is that there's no real support for creating intentional communities. Like 9 out of 10 intentional communities fail. And there's little support to drastically change those odds. And I have a lot of my own, because I've been living in intentional communities for the past 8 years. So I have a lot of stuff that I would love that I'm going to share with you guys in coming videos about why those communities fail and whatnot, and what I'm proposing, and why I think that what I'm proposing is going to be a real good solution and is the way that the world is moving towards. And the sooner we can get on board, um, the easier the transition would be to a new civilization. Let's just put it that way. So that's really the direction I want to take this channel, because that's really what lights me up. That's what inspires me, and I think that's what's really missing. I feel that the truth is fragmented in our world today. Some people understand fasting, some people understand spirituality, some people understand that you're not the person with the birth certificate. Um, but not many people get all the pieces together. And I think that's what's really necessary, because as long as we aren't carrying it up completely, then we're missing that fragment, we're missing that other fragment, and we're stuck to the modern system. As long as we're tied to the modern system, then they would have a legitimate cause to intervene in our lives and the way we live and the way we do things. And I know for some people, this sort of content may be uncomfortable in a sense, because who wants to really consider the reality that your government and all those support systems are really systems to keep you inside the cell, keep you inside this golden cage you have. Yes, the cage is nice, but it's a cage nonetheless. Um, and true freedom comes through recognizing that we are sovereign beings, that we are made from the creator. We have unalienable rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And this isn't just a material thing, this is a spiritual. This is really, to me, this is more of a spiritual thing than a material thing, is that recognition. And yeah, when we tap into that power, then we really understand that the true purpose of government and governance is really to make our lives easier. Like, imagine if you lived in a community and um, with 20 people, and now you guys have to, as a community, manage administrative work, um, manage grocery budgets and whatnot. And so this is kind of where the idea of governance comes in, right? And it feels, but in this context, it feels good, right? Because it's close to home. You know who they are. You know them. You voted for them in their truest sense, because you see how they live day to day. While in today's world, you're voting for a politician, you're voting for an individual who you have never met in person, really. You haven't spent any significant time with them. You don't even know who they are. You haven't seen them when they're not on camera, you know? And yeah, it's no surprise that we felt comfortable with the word governance or governance and leadership and all of that because, yeah, we're thinking, oh, you mean some guy all the way across the country can tell me what to do, and have no relation to them, really, in any tangible, meaningful way. So these are some of the things I want to talk about, and um, yeah, and other thing I want to just to share to bring it back to fasting, just to close this chapter, um, you know, is that fasting, well, breaking a fast, um, best way to break a fast is keep it light. If you've only been doing water, do juice. If you've been doing dry fast, do water. If you've been doing juices, do fruit. Um, that's pretty much that's pretty much the formula. Keep it really simple, guys. Keep it really simple. Um, just go down the next ladder, and that's really what I wanted to convey in all of this. I know some people in hearing about, oh, the fruit diet, breatharianism, all this, are thinking like, wow, Mashita, that's a bit extreme. I can't really do that. Like, why should I do that? And I feel if you're thinking that way, you're misunderstanding me. That's not the point. The point is to set the bar at the truth, and the truth is that we are beings that do not need to eat. I think we all know this. We are souls, and does your soul need food, right? And if the soul animates the body, and the soul is the one who gives power to the body, then does the food? Does your body need food? Technically, no. If the truth is your soul animates your form, right? And so that's really the main thing. If we could function with the understanding of the highest level, then all our decisions could be informed with that consciousness, and whatever we choose to do from that point on is up to us, but at least our decisions are informed with truth. And so that's really the message here, is to inform ourselves with truth and understand what's the ideal way of living, and where we're at now, how can we strive to reach those ideals, is not to become purist or lock ourselves into a reality that, oh, we need to do it perfectly, and not at all. No, not at all. It's not the case at all. This is really a whole different understanding of, oh, wow, we're truly breatharian creatures. I really don't need to eat. So when I wake up in the morning and I skip breakfast, I'm not going to die because I don't need food. Um, and other little things as well is like recognizing that man is a frugivore creature. And even if we try to extrapolate the meaning of frugivore to include beans, rice, legumes, grains, etc. The essence of frugivore is still fruit. So that would mean that we should be eating a primarily fruit-based diet, no matter what, right? It's like if a carnivore could eat other things in addition to meat, meat is still the primary food of consumption. And so that's really the energy, and that's really the message here, and what we want to share, because um yeah, yeah, that's really the message. That's really the energy. And yeah, there's much I want to talk about, but I'm gonna leave it for here for today's video. Thank you for watching, and please comment on the video if you're interested in where the channel is going to be heading, and if this topic interests you on communities and how we could change our world completely through creating conscious communities of light, creating conscious communities of the future of the new earth. So if this resonates with you, then please like and subscribe, and hit the notification button to be aware when new videos like these drop. All right, blessings to you all.